It is hard to believe, but this week marks 10 years since the miracle in Cleveland when Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, and Michelle Knight, now known as Lily Rose, were rescued from the home they were held captive in for a decade. It's a story that rocked our city, and to this day, many of us still can't believe that after all the years spent searching for the girls, they were found so close to home.
Oh my gosh, I remember those moments. And Gina and Amanda, you may remember, both accepted a ride with Ariel Castro, a man that they knew as a kid from school's dad, and one we all now know as a monster. I talked to the FBI, who says over the last several years, they've had to change the way they investigate missing persons, and that means that we have to change the way that we teach our kids about the dangers they face. Special Agent Andy Burke says predators are finding ways to groom kids and entice them through chat features and direct messaging on games and social media.
We set boundaries at my house about where phones go with the kids, that they stay on the first floor and that's where they charge, and they're welcome to use their phones, during normal hours, downstairs and text their friends. But we also have a limit on the number of applications that they can use, what kinds of applications they can use. And it's important as a parent to know what kinds of things are available in every application. And there are a lot of parents, I think, that don't understand that some of the games kids are playing these days have active chat features, not only text, but voice, and they're communicating with people they don't know. So we have a lot of discussion about what is, especially when our kids were younger, about what is to know somebody, right? It's not to just meet them or have a casual conversation on the internet. We know our friends and our neighbors and our family. We don't know people we have one or two discussions with.
Which games and what applications do you think are the most dangerous?
Oh my goodness. I couldn't put a pin in that. The reality is the landscape changes daily. Just go to the App Store on Android or on Apple and look at the number of applications that are out there. We certainly don't have a top 10 worst applications list.
Special Agent Burke urges parents to really do your homework if you're letting your kids download and use apps or games. He uses an analogy of driving. You spend 50 hours in the car with your teen before they operate a car. You need to be spending time with your kids, teaching them internet safety. In this full episode of Mom Squad, he stressed key safety advice. For example, I thought this one was amazing. Know your kids' passwords. If something bad should happen, it gives them instant access to find out what happened, who they were talking to. You can watch this entire episode on WKYC Plus, which you can find on Roku and Fire TV. You can also see it on your WKYC YouTube channel. I cannot tell you, this is a must watch.